Now, in this, I mean, since you're doing psychology, there's always kind of an ending question: nurture versus nature. Where do you stand on that?
It's both. It's both. We have our set of genes. We have our inheritance. Our
predispositions to certain diseases that get triggered by our nature. Basically, if you have a predisposition for like a mental illness or something, it can lay dormant. You might have the gene to have like schizophrenia. It might not trigger until a very stressful like nature situation happens.
And you know when these disorders are triggered, a lot of times it's in a household where it's very authoritarian.
I'm sorry, which one?
Authoritarian.
So authoritarian?
Authoritarian, very overbearing.
Never heard this word. Like from a door, like on the door. Authoritarian.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, adore. It's like authoritarian. Authoritarian. Okay.
So very, tends to be very emotionally abusive. So many children go through abuse, sexual, physical, verbal, and that does so much on the child over time. If you are genetically predisposed to having mental disorders in your family, which everyone, I'm telling you, I don't think there's such thing as a normal person anymore. I think we all have some genes in us.
Well, we call them quirks, maybe. A little cuckoo.
Right, I guess you can't call it that way, but everyone's a little bit of something.
That's true.
Everyone has a little bit of something in them. It depends on your environment if that's going to be triggered or not.
The thing is that some people are like, oh, let's just have a trigger because there's no like let's say there's like it's gonna happen eventually. Let's just let it happen. But then the resources aren't there for that person. Mental health care and mental like healthcare in general is not accessible to all. So you're gonna say, yeah, let them like trigger the schizophrenia, but then how are you going to help them? How are you going to treat that? How are you going to treat them? But they need that help.
Well, this lady kind of brought up another issue, and that's making this world a better world to live in. How's that, do you think, can be accomplished? And why is the world, do you think, not as good as, well, perhaps you would like it to be?
What's a better world to live in that we have?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, where do we start?
Because I've been having a spiritual awakening. When you zoom out and look at our society, it is completely unnatural.
You're talking about American society? See,
zoom out, the whole world, the human population, the way.
But it's not the same. It's not uniform.
The way we're living, think about it. We are industrialized. We are.
Is it a bad thing?
About working a 9 to 5. Think about it. We are humans just as any other species on this planet. But somehow we evolved to have our intelligent minds. And you know what? So much good came with that. We have so much sharing of ideas, compassion, relationships, bonding. That's amazing. But with it, we brought about a whole system. No other species has done that. So we are living unnaturally.
So would it be natural?
We wonder why we're sick, why we're depressed, why we're dying, why we have so much cancer. We live in an unnatural, altered world.
But as far as I know, statistically, the life expectancy just a few centuries ago was between 30 and 40 years.
Yeah.
So the modern world makes you live healthier lives and longer lives, no?
If other species were to our level and they had medications, they could probably extend their lifespan too.
That's true, but they're not that species. We happen to be humans, and thank God for that, no?
Yeah, thank God, but also we're destroying this planet.
Well, how are we destroying this planet? Who? I mean, again, when I say, see, I came from USSR, so. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so.
What was I saying?
So what we're saying is that coming from when you say about the world is not the same. Ask your mom. I mean, she lived in, like myself, we lived in a completely different world. You know, so I can't say that when they use the word world as if it's one uniform thing.
We're all on Earth. Everything is so different. There's so many different cultures, so many different systems that we created. Yeah.
That's true, but you said
societal. It's all socially constructed.
Yeah, but it's completely different. I mean, what works in some places, and thank God America. That's why you were born here. That's why your mom made this kind of trip over here, and that's why I escaped from USSR.
I mean, of course, I'm thankful for this country, but at the same time, we can't be blinded by our own country and think it's the best when the whole problem is the whole world and the systems that we created, and we are endlessly fighting, and we think that one cause is better than the other. It's
but see,
use one argument against the other, non-stop. It's an endless loop. There's no solution. That's the problem with humans, because money is the root of all evil.
Really? Money is the root of all
Yes.
evil? You really think so?
Yes.
You really think so?
It is. Yes.
So if you eliminate money, I mean, what's going to happen? And how so? Why is money the root cause of all evil? I mean, seriously. We can ask your mom. Money was absolutely worthless over there, because even if you get paid in rubles, there's nothing available. I mean, what's the point? If you have, let's say, 1,000 rubles, you go to the stores, they're empty. So here you have the money, you know what you can afford. So how, I mean, what you can buy, because you know the equivalency between a certain amount of money that you have in your pocket versus what's available in the stores. That again, there wasn't such a relationship back in USSR where your mom again came from. So how do you say that money is the root cause of all the evil?
I feel like you're thinking of on an individual level. Like money is great. Like individually, I'm not evil having money. No, money's controlling our world and our political systems. Everything, our corporations,
but wait.
destroying the world.
But again, when you say about the world, the place your mom came from didn't have market economy. So the system that does work, and that's why she's here and I'm here, is based on market economy. So the difference is one system is working and the other one is not. But
I think I'm thinking more broad, just more.
But you
broad.
can't. I mean,
very broad. Money is the root of all evil. That's why we're fighting, endless killing. Yes, it's all over control for money, which equals resources, which equals power and control.
So do you think
money is power and control? That's why it's an endless fight for humans.
So do you think that Hitler was fighting for money, or Stalin was fighting for money, or Lenin was fighting for money, or Mao Zedong was fighting for money?
Money is pretty much with power and control.
Okay, let's take your argument. So let's remove all the money. So what's going to happen in the world? Let's eliminate money. Let's eliminate monetary system.
I don't think you can at this point with how.
Well, but that's what you want.
is.
Yeah, but you want it to happen. So let's say it does happen. Your wish comes true.
Sometimes it'd be nice just to exist, you know?
What's that?
Sometimes it'd be nice just to exist and not worry about money.
But we were there like several thousand years ago. We were there. Would you like to go back to where we were several thousand years ago?
No, but that's the thing. No, but I understand that it is the issue right now.
No, it's not an issue. The issue is that what makes the modern world so great is precisely money. It's precisely the market economy that works. And it's the most simple, fundamental thing. I mean, somebody make this t-shirt. Everyone does dishes or whatever. You happen to like it. 100 million people happen to like it. Well, there we go. They're being produced. So if nobody likes them, they don't being produced. In the USSR, and again, ask your mom, she'll tell you. They'll produce 1 million pairs of shoes, black collar, that nobody wants. They keep producing them, yet people are running around like crazy, standing in long, long lines, like Yugoslavian boots were most popular over there when they become available.
I'm not saying to get rid of money. I'm saying I understand and I acknowledge that is the root of all evil. It is.
But I disagree with the premise. It's not the root cause of all evil, just the opposite. Thanks to money.
Humans are simple creatures. Humans
I
are very
wish,
simple. This whole society of just humans in general, I'm talking very broadly, because you have to zoom out and look at what's happening with our human populations. I understand that everyone's all different political systems, but what's happening in the majority of our countries, it's a race of a hierarchical ladder. Why is everyone robbing each other? Why is there so much crime? No wonder, because everyone is struggling.
Okay, so let me.
Struggle is money. Money is survival.
Yeah, but look, the place where we're right now, let's say the so-called New World, it's new for us, for the Europeans. It's not so new for the Indians. Okay, so let's transport ourselves to the Inca times. So would you like to live in the Inca times?
I'm not saying I would. That's the thing. It's called the spiritual awakening, and there's so many people going through it right now. I'm telling you, spiritual awakening. So
but what is it? What's a spiritual awakening? I mean, we just go in circles.
This world is a system. Everything's a system, and the people going through the spiritual awakening kind of don't want to be a part of it, but have to be part of it to survive. And everything almost feels mechanical and robotic in a way. And
but it's not.
weird.
But it's not so difficult for you to survive. I mean, go to Afghanistan and try to survive there. I mean, for crying out loud, go to Africa and try surviving over there. So,
I think a spiritual awakening is just realizing, how is everything even real? How do we even get here? How do we create these made-up systems? We made it up. We created it.
Well,
we created
again, you they're different. They're completely different cultures. America is one culture. Incas is a different culture. In Africa, I mean, forget about it. There's so many different cultures that never worked, unfortunately.
You know, just broad terms. I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to explain a spiritual awakening right now, and it's not hitting.
That's
why people go on shrooms.
Where did the mother come from? What part of Russia did she come from?
Perm, Russia.
Perm. You know what Perm is infamous rather for? It's infamous for political prisoners, and rather prisons for the political dissidents. In fact, a friend of mine, who was a sociologist, a profession that was basically non-existent in the USSR, which was supposed to be subservient to the Soviet Union. In 1975, a constitution came out, a new constitution. All he did just made comments about this new constitution. Some things he agreed with, something he didn't. Guess what happened? He was sent to Perm prison, political prison, for 3 years. He's a very good friend of mine. At some point, he even rented an apartment from me. So, you know, when we talk about evil, when we talk about different societies, they're not created equal. That's the point I'm trying to make. There isn't such a thing as the world.
What I'm talking about can be applied universally across any structure we created as humans.
But it's not like we as humans created. We humans created completely different societies. They're called cultures. They're not the same.
What I'm saying is it's a society, it's a structure, and behind it, all these factors are embedded within it. What I'm talking about is just universal broad terms that humans are creating in any society, any structure. These things exist. Money, power, control, they pretty much exist.
Not really. Not really. And it's something totally new. I mean, just a few hundred years ago, there was no money. There was no industrialization. There was no industrial revolution.
War in the Middle East over oil, like...
Seriously? You think we went over there to the Middle East? And you think the Nazis...
People in the army came out after they were done with all that, and they admitted it.
So you think that America is bad? I mean, seriously? And your mom thinks the same way? Talk to your mom. I mean, seriously. Talk to her.
Has very, very bad issues.
But you can't compare the countries. I mean, they're not like USSR. Again, your mom. Did your mom live in USSR? Yeah. USSR. I mean, not Russia. USSR.
I'm not saying anyone is better than the other. Literally, like.
But you can't. I mean, again, it doesn't work this way. That's why she's here, not in USSR. That's why. Imagine if you were living. She wants to.
Go back home.
Really? Well, trust me. When she goes, she'll be coming back to America, kissing American soil. I mean, so many people did that. So many people returned because there's no better country than America. I mean,
Russians are old-fashioned though, and they still.
They're idiots. I didn't say that. You know, it can influence country.
Okay with the political structure there. She's okay.
So she's okay with Putin. She's okay with the nascent dictatorship that Putin has become. She has no problem with that.
Listen, there's plenty of people like her too. I don't agree with it, but people have the same grown-up mindset under USSR. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, there are some people who like Putin. There are lots of people who love Stalin still too.
It's unfortunate, but. Yeah, my mom is very old-fashioned, and I don't agree with it.
You mean that she likes Stalin, old-fashioned in which way?
I don't know. She's okay with Putin. I don't really know specifically because I stopped talking about politics because it was very extreme, so I kind of got scared.
So you think that you're right and she's wrong? Is that the kind of political discourse that you have at home? How old are you, if I may ask?
21.
21. Do you think you'll ever change your views on things? Yeah.
I did change my views.
From which to which?
My parents are Trump supporters. Have Fox News on every single day. That's the only thing I saw.
They are Trump supporters?
Yeah.
And you're not?
Not anymore. I was when I was 16 and that's all I saw.
Uh-huh. And what made you change your mind?
Going to college and being with every single person from all countries.
So you're making a really interesting point. So because he went to college and because he happens to trust leftist professors more, no?
Yeah. I was in a homogeneous community, all whites, everyone was pretty...
But who cares about color? That's what I don't understand. Yes.
I came community from Long Island, my high school, it does matter. It does matter.
Okay, continue. I'm listening.
I would love to be around a more diverse group growing up in high school.
Whatever.
It's great.
Fine.
Learning about everyone is great.
Okay.
But the majority of people were very rights in my... Very right meaning in my town. I came to college, I started meeting everyone from all different countries, Myanmar, India, Nigeria, like and I'm hearing just like all their different perspectives and stuff, and to be honest, no country's better than the other, not at all.
Really?
No.
So it's the Nigerians that change your mind.
It's all based on perspective.
It's people from other countries that change your mind about Trump. Is that right? Is that what happened?
What?
So it's the people in college who came from Nigeria. It's the people in college who from. But what made you change?
Being immersed in new environments.
Change your mind.
And zooming out in the world and realizing what is happening. I'm moderate. I'm literally not left or right. So
okay.
I'm literally so neutral.
Did you vote for Biden? I mean, you were voting age for Biden. Okay. And what's?
I feel like I am more left-leaning with social issues,
Uh-huh.
but I feel like I don't agree with it. I feel like I don't even want to support any politician. I think every politician is supported by money and big corporations, and I don't trust it.
Yeah, but you know that to quote Obama, elections have consequences, right? I mean, do you agree with everything that Biden is doing, or no? But you voted for him anyway. And why did you, by the way, vote for Biden as opposed to Trump?
I just didn't like how unprofessional Trump was, and
I'm sorry?
how unprofessional
Trump was.
And his rhetoric he used when he was just in speeches, it wasn't attractive to me. He didn't seem very inclusive. He just seemed all over the place.
And Biden
just seemed, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't put much research into it. I chose the lesser of two evils, to be honest. I don't support any politician.
Are you happy with Biden today or no?
No, I went to college.
So if you had a chance, if you could vote again, would you have voted for him again, or would you have voted for Trump? Looking back.
Oh no, I'd go for Biden again.
You still would have voted for Biden?
I would have voted for Trump.
Never?
No.
Under no
He
circumstances?
identifies himself. Well, the thing is, I really don't agree with the Republicans. Maybe on some fiscal policy terms, I guess, but nothing socially at all.
Well, you know that the reason we were born in America, in the best country in the world, and I do differentiate the countries, is thanks to Reagan, a Republican.
It's kind of sad that it's seen as the best country in the world.
It's sad, really?
It's sad that we are considered the best country in the world.
It's sad.
There's so many issues going on. Yes.
Well, it's up to us to make it better.
I think the minorities of this country have something to say about that.
Well, listen, you voted for Biden. Things are getting worse.
I'm great. Listen, I have privilege right now. I understand.
You have no privilege. Don't give me this privilege thing.
No.
Oh, privilege. Privilege what, that
Yes,
you're white?
Guess what? I'm pretty privileged too, and I acknowledge that.
How you're privileged they were born in America. That's right. You're lucky they were born in America. That's true. Everybody who lives in America is absolutely privileged. Every single person. But just by the dint of being born and living and enjoying the freedoms and opportunities in the best country in the world. And yes, it is the best country in the world. And I've been to 50 countries around the world.
I'm grateful for being here and being me, being born in my body. I'm so grateful for it. But I think it is sad that America is considered the best country in the world. Yes.
Do you think you'll be able
to compare? Yes, it's sad. It's sad that the bar is set that low. That's what I'll say. And I'm going to leave it off at that because I need to join my group of friends.
Okay. All right. Nice talking to you. Say hello to your mom.
What are you using that for?
Just talking to people with opposing views.
Are you making
just
a
viewers.
documentary or?
Well, I like making documentaries too. That's true. I can give you my card. You can look it up.
Oh, cool.
Sure. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Actually, there will be a documentary tomorrow on Newsmax TV.
Oh, really?
You can vote. Not this one, but the other one.
You didn't ask for my. Do you ask for brain consent or something? Or
Of course not. I don't have to because this is kind of open space. I can talk to anyone I want to. You have the right not to come over here and talk to me. I have the right to record you, not to record you. So look.
Soviet citizen.
Yeah, I told her that's where I'm from.
That's cool. Vladimir, nice to meet you.
Vladimir, yeah. What's her name?
Victoria.
Victoria. Okay, let me know. See ya.